Hello, welcome to the Farmyard garden. My name is Claire and in today's video I'm going to be starting with some harvesting. It's July now, harvests are coming thick and fast, and I'm very quick to come out and do the jobs that need to be done and think I'll harvest that later or I'll harvest it tomorrow, and then before I know it I've let things spoil. So I'm going to start with the harvest today, get everything in the house so I can process it later, and then move on to the things that need planting out, sowing, and well, just generally seeing what else needs doing while I'm out here. I'm going to start in this bed here, because it's finally time for my first courgettes of the season, and I'm sure in a couple of months' time I'll be a bit fed up of having courgettes, but these are absolute beauties. I don't want to let them go any longer. It's going to be courgette fritters for tea tonight. These are a bit bigger than they should be as well. Look at the size of that. Wow. I'm really pleased with those. They are great courgettes. Now I might as well just pay attention to the bed right next to me. Because it's time to harvest another magical cabbage. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. Wow. And seeing as we all know that I can't harvest these with a pair of secateurs or just twisting it, out comes Prunabo again. I want to see all of the leaves of this for a photograph. Oh, I think I've got it. It's still big. Oh my! It's enormous. Look at the size of that. Absolutely wow. Honestly, before I grew my own food, I had absolutely no idea of the actual size of an entire cabbage plant. Only the heads that you would buy in the supermarket. Absolutely blows my mind. Oh. And just like last time, I'm going to put it on the table in all of its glory. It's so big. Unbelievable. I feel like that was a little bit dodgy, but hopefully it'll hold. I want to get in here and see if there's a couple of the first beetroot that were planted out ready to be picked. I don't want to pick them all, but I just like to see if there are a couple that are ready. I think there might be. Look at that. What an absolutely beautiful plant as well. Duncan is going to be so pleased. All of the ones I grew last year, I probably got that much in volume out of lots of teeny tiny little ones. So to get a really big beetroot, I'm proud of that. Now there's some golden beets in here as well, so let's just see if we can pick one of those. Oh, look at the colour of that. Absolutely beautiful. Not as big as the first one, but very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm going to pick one more while I'm here. Let's get this one. Oh, look at that. How good does that look? I'll put the pigeon defences back now. I just walked past the sweet corn, which has absolutely exploded in growth in the last week since the plot tour video. Look at it. It's almost up to my shoulder now. And then what I want to do now is have a look if there's any of these alderman peas to harvest, and I need to have a look inside them because I have heard talk this year of pea moth, and that would be absolutely devastating, and I'm so sorry for everyone affected, but I'm hoping that I'm not. But we'll soon find out. So let's give this one a bit of an open. Oh, Now, they're not very big peas yet, but I don't see any evidence of pea moth caterpillary things in there. So that's a good sign so far. But I think I'm going to leave those a bit longer. Although some of these around here look really, really fat pods. I mean, that looks like it should be ready, doesn't it? Now they look a bit bigger, don't they? I mean, I could have a forkful tonight. See what's in this one. Oh, wow. Now they are the business. Look at them. 1 fork of peas tonight. And what a lovely forkful of peas it's going to be. There are loads of pods on here, so hopefully it won't be long before the proper harvest start coming in, but I will enjoy that forkful of peas. Now I can't walk past here without showing you that the first sunflower on the main vegetable garden has made an appearance. This one is Black Magic. And look at all the different heads that are coming from it as well. What a show it's going to give us. It looks amazing, doesn't it? I love sunflowers. Never grown them before last year, but again, they're becoming a firm favourite. They're going to feature every year. Now, I would have liked to have been harvesting some strawberries today, but unfortunately, the wasps have found the strawberries and they've literally decimated them all. So I've cut all of them back that I can, thrown them away, and I'm hoping that they'll have given up looking for them by the time the flowers that are out at the moment are producing strawberries. But what I am going to take from here today are the cherries. Now the cherry tree is still looking really rather poorly, and I'm hoping it is just heat stress combined with trying to ripen the fruit that it's got here. It is only a young cherry tree after all. But I figured if I harvest them now, it's got the best chance of recovering. She says that as more leaves drop off it. They're just literally falling off, look. Last year I got 1 cherry from this tree. This is quite exciting to be harvesting a few. This is a Stella cherry tree. Now I dare say this one isn't completely ripe, but I'm so concerned with the health of the tree that I'm just going to take them off. I know it's not a big harvest, but it's my first proper mini harvest from the cherry tree. And hopefully it'll survive to do it all again next year. I hope so. And while I've got these bags in my pocket, I'm going to see just how many blueberries there are ready to harvest, because it looks like there's 1 or 2. Turn of the white currants next, and I really struggle to know how to harvest these. Oh, that's not so bad. And again. That's a whole bag almost of these white currants. Did not think there was that many still left on it. As you can see, I've harvested another couple of bags from the red currants and the black currants, so I'm definitely going to have enough here for some currant jelly. How exciting. And the black currants smell absolutely delicious. There's a real Vimto smell going on in here. Now what else goes better with your peas and a bit of cabbage than some more potatoes? And this is another bucket I have of the Red Duke of York. In fact, it's the only other bucket I have of the Red Duke of York. So let's see if there's anything in here. Now I'm just putting some gloves on because there is a nettle growing out of the top of here. Let's see what we've got. Well, that's one. Woohoo! Size of that for a new potato. These have been so good. You've got to have a few little ones though, haven't you? Wouldn't be right without that. There's quite a few teeny tiny bits. Oh, wow. Look at them. Oh, very pleased. Oh, there's another one there. That's not a bad harvest, is it? It's certainly enough there for a street. There's a little bit of scab on a couple of them, but it won't harm them. They'll be absolutely fine to eat. I'm delighted about that. Back with the peppers now, which you saw in the plot tour last week, and one of the things I'm going to do now is harvest what I can from these so that they get the chance to put a bit more growth on before they have their second flush of flowers. Probably should have done that before, but I was hoping that they would just recover anyway. I actually felt very guilty when I saw Audrey talking on Potty Mouth recently about people with 4-inch high pepper plants that have got peppers on instead of letting them actually grow. That's me, that's me. And although they are recovering and they are putting on new growth, I'm pretty certain that taking these off them now will really help. And they're still edible even if they're not completely at their ripest. So let's go ahead and harvest everything that we can out of here and look forward to the next flush. Some of them are only teeny tiny, but as you can see, this pepper is putting up loads and loads of new growth now. So hopefully it won't be long before it's looking much healthier than it does right now. This one's got some really funky peppers on it though. I've already taken one off. But look at this one. What's it doing? It's like it's sticking its tongue out at me. Most odd. It's another one with a strange protrusion. Pretty sure that this one has crossed though, because yeah, it does not look like a Californian wonder. Looks a little bit like the starburst red I had last year though, although this is a bit bigger. Weird. Can't fit them all in now. These are the candy cane chocolate stripes, well they would have been. And I've just done the same with some of the chilies. That's not a bad haul really, is it? Gonna get plenty of use out of those. And then the final little harvest is in here, and that's more of these tomatoes. They are so prolific. I'd say they're too prolific for their own good actually, because it's a huge stress on the plant. So small to produce so many. This is how I would normally finish a video, not start a video. Absolutely amazing. Right, I'm going to get all of this in the house and then I'll meet you back in the vegetable garden where we'll see what we're going to be doing next. Well, no sooner have I emptied the table of all the things that I've harvested, I've just filled it again of all the things that need to get out into the garden. All of this was in the greenhouse, but it's just getting too hot in there for it. So I don't want heat stress to be the reason why plants have been bolting for me in the past. So I'm going to get them out really rather early and get them to take their chances in the garden rather than staying in the greenhouse. But I actually have more than I thought, so I'm not quite sure where to put some of the things. Although I do know where I'm going to put the spring onions and some of the lettuces, and that's behind you, so I might as well get those done first. Because these can be filled in around the mulberry tree. Now, I might not actually put all of the spring onions in this one bed, but I'm going to make a good start. Oh, these are absolutely tiny. As you can see, they did not stay together. Oh, that one's a bit better. Now, I bought these Lollo Rosso because I saw them at the garden centre and remembered that slugs don't like them. And I was wondering whether pigeons would like them. So I bought them more as a test, really, because then I'll know in the future whether these are safe to plant out. Because the pigeons haven't taken the radicchio, so that's a good start as well. Something else I know that I can have out. Now the kale is pretty easy to decide where to go. I'm just going to shove this straight in the bed where I harvested the Romanesco from. I know I shouldn't put brassicas in here again, but it is the safest bed for them in terms of the cover that's on here. Now I sowed these on the 2nd of June, so they are very, very small seedlings, and this is just curly kale. It seems really funny to think that we've just arrived in summer and I'm already planting things that are going to be autumn, winter crops. I'm planting these quite close together because they're going to have the autumn winds. I'm hoping that they'll kind of support each other a little bit. Now I'm sure by now you're used to me coming up with some kind of strange pigeon defences, and no exception for this bed. This is where the yin yang beans are going, and I have them here in the root trainers, and well, they're not doing anything in the greenhouse, they're just really struggling with the heat. So again, something else that, as small as they are, I'm going to risk them outside, and hopefully this will protect them, because I'll be quite upset if the yin yang beans are eaten. Although I'm sure slugs are also a bit of a danger. I still have 4 plants left, but I don't think I can fit any more in this bed. So what I'm going to do is hide a few of them out on the plot in between all the plants and see if that puts pigeons off. And then I'm going to put the final plant somewhere in the fruit cage, because obviously that is bird proof. And at least hopefully that plant there will be the one that I can save seed from for future years. Now, when I was at the garden centre a couple of weeks ago, I also felt compelled to buy yet another tray of dwarf French beans. I'm not quite sure why. And the garden is almost full. So it seems a good idea to put that one in here. So I'm going to use this little space here for some of these, and then I think I might just have space for a few more out in the garden, because there's still some broad beans to pull out. Now, I was leaving these in because I was hoping that they would dry on the plant and I could use the pods as seeds for next year, even if it was only for some green manure. But actually what's been happening is they've just slowly been succumbing to rust. They've not been drying. So I'm just going to harvest them, and I can put the remaining French beans on the end of this bed. As you can see from this plant here, they are not pods drying, they're all soft and squidgy. So it was a nice idea, but it hasn't worked in practice. These ones look good though. Nothing wrong with that. Now that is really not a bad and unexpected harvest. I'm just going to put a bit more chicken manure pellets in this bed. And now hopefully I can squeeze my way in here to plant a few more of these French beans. In the plot tour video last week, I told you about this bed that had the garlic in it, and it hasn't really done much this year. And I'm going to pull these up because I can put the rest of the lettuces in here. And as expected, I have a few roots on them, but no growth at all. And the same with these onions. They didn't do anything either. Now that I've taken all of those out, and in light of the fact that there is a cover over here, I'm going to plant out the little gems in this bed, some of my rocket, which I suspect will just bolt, and the red salad bowl. That's been a busy day. Everything is now planted out, and when I say everything, I really mean it, because the vegetable garden is 100% full. I don't have any more space anywhere on the garden to put anything else in any beds until the potatoes are harvested. So I'm just going to crack on and get all the other little bits and bobs of jobs done now, such as tying in the pumpkins, lots of deadheading to be done, and it's weeding and watering that I need to keep on top of in this heat wave. So I'll leave it there for this week. I'll catch you in the next video. Look after yourselves. Bye.